Everyone wanted me to just shut the fuck up all the time. And at some point, I'm just like, why am I doing this? I'm like, these people suck. They don't like me. They don't treat me well. They don't treat me like a human being. Why am I sticking around on this website giving numbers to albums, which isn't even making me enjoy the music more, by the way. It just makes me feel like I'm being watched all the time. The fact that I'm listening to an album and then giving it an immediate score. Like, I'm literally being abused. No, that's the worst word I can use. Forget that. No, forget I said that.
So we're going to move on to the first subject of the stream right now, BradTaste in music. He's back again. We're going to cover briefly everything that happened and I guess like a extremely quick rundown. So this is the SI video. Brad came back and he's like, hey guys, I just found my father. I got drugs again. It's going pretty good. I can't wait to come back. Also, my ex is f***ing my friend's roommate in Detroit and I got arrested for domestic violence. So that was like the big Brad return video. Brad realized, oh shit, yeah, my ex has like that video of me yelling really loudly and oh, that's probably not a good one. So he put out the 3-minute bye video. And at that point, it was like, oh, cool. I guess Brad's gonna go away for a while, which obviously he didn't. He didn't do that. So then he came back and made another video as soon as Tina decided not to go public, because fuck it, why not make her re-victimize herself publicly? Why not make her post the entire video to expose? Again, this was always the weird one for me, because it was Brad's off point. She's like, I am not releasing this. And he's like, fuck it, dude, I'll play your hand. At this point, like, I started to think maybe this is a why don't you go ahead and make me do it type thing. Like, my mental is fucked right now, so why don't I just force her hand and see what happens? Like, you know, one of those things? One of those I sabotaged myself type moments. I'm not really sure why he posted that. But you can't really argue, how do I word this? You can't really argue why somebody acts a certain way who's crazy, right? You can't try to sit here and judge the actions of a person based off of common sense for somebody who does not operate under common sense, if that makes sense. Let me get the wigglers off screen. That's probably the biggest issue with Brad that I've seen, is you literally just can't You can't really predict it. The only thing that you can predict from Brad is that he's coming, all right? And he did, because he made a brand new video. And now it literally just looks like he's in jail. I mean, I feel like if there's one thing I would do here, I wouldn't make it in an orange shirt. Like, I remember he used to film all of his crash out videos in front of a green screen. And that was the host of a lot of fun, right? That was a very fun time when Brad would do that. But now, he literally looks like he's wearing fucking prison outfits. It's bizarre. It looks like he's in a jail cell video call. He looks like he's in the Zoom meeting, right? As they sentence him to like 30 years behind bars for something. It's what it looked like. He's talking to the judge. Like, Judge, I actually didn't. Judge, my ex was blackmailing me, Judge. The ex was blackmailing me. So yeah, the thing is that the narrative that I've seen is that Brad just hasn't slept since this video was filmed like 2 weeks ago. Now, I don't know if that's exactly possible, but you can see just like he is getting increasingly more tired. As you scroll to the right, there was one post on the subreddit where they darkened the image to make it look a bit more clear to see like how fucked this guy actually is. Let me see if I could find that for you fast, because I didn't grab it. I grabbed like everything else, but oh, it's this one. Yeah, like, dude, look at this. Holy shit, dude. Hey guys, I gotta prove my innocence. Let me fire up the OBS recording and engage with this to the best of my ability. Like, that's gonna go super well. Zoomed in, cleaned it up. Look at those eye bags. Has he slept at all? So that's that. Also, there's something that I didn't get to cover because it happened whilst I was away on the weekend. And it is, Tina put out a fundraiser. Now, I think Tina messaged me saying that Rose Malay would not be super stoked. Not that she would be super, she thinks that I wouldn't be super stoked about like someone putting a GoFundMe out in a situation like this. But ultimately, I view the Tina situation very differently than a lot of other scenarios. And I think the main thing that I want to make sure we preface pretty early in the segment is that Tina was not like she was a willing participant in that she inevitably did put things out, but she was absolutely not the one who brought this forward. Brad announced that he got arrested for domestic violence for literally no fucking reason. Like, we didn't know about it. Most people didn't really know about it, Right. Oh, sorry. Brad might beat his. Okay, I'm not going to say that one, but that was a donation. But Battlefield 6 absolutely slaps. Try the free beta on August. What is that? 14th to 17th on PC, PS5, and Xbox. Right. The Brad thing is interesting because like he's the one who brought this information to the forefront. He's the one who continued to push when she said she didn't want to release it. And now that it is released, I don't view this as something you can really hold against her. I'm going to read it and see if there's anything wonky in it. But ultimately, I don't think Tina was setting out to damage Brad in any way. It just seems like she was moving on with her life or had moved on in some capacity with her life. And then Brad went and targeted her out of seemingly nowhere. I'm not going to say that she shouldn't get paid for that, right? So I will pull this up right now. And it is the fundraiser. Help Tina rebuild her life after the abuse. So this is the thing that's up right now. It has, I think, $7,000 raised. And obviously, I think the goal is just going up as it goes. I don't think it started at 8,000. But this was made by a third party, and ultimately it will go to Tina. She spent the last... hold on, let me put on the Carl music, because that's going to be played a lot tonight, I imagine. Well, that was loud. She spent the last year caring for her 2 retired greyhounds and preparing to work in healthcare while struggling to make ends meet. Just as she started to rebuild her life, her living situation became unstable again, forcing her to move for a third time in less than a year. Your support will help Tina secure housing, cover moving costs, get back to work, and build a small financial cushion so she can focus on healing. Hi, my name is Taylor. I'm starting this on behalf of my friend. Back in August 2019, Tina began a long-distance relationship with a rising content creator while working full-time as a medical assistant. Why does every one of these dramas start with like a long-distance relationship among a YouTuber and like a chatter or something? I guess maybe not a chatter. Maybe a chatter is kind of mean, but this is just so constant. This is such a constant pattern of like relationships that end horribly. Is like we started a long-distance relationship with a YouTuber. A year later, at the start of the pandemic, he moved across the country to live with her. From that point on, Tina took on the overwhelming majority of the responsibility in their shared life, handling the housework, supporting him through personal challenges, and working tirelessly to nurture and grow his career, all while holding down her own full-time job. And during this time, they got engaged and adopted 2 retired greyhounds, Mac and Suki. Dude, that's kind of based. I think that you should donate to this because that's the name of my dog. Personally, I think that's like my deciding factor. All right, in late 2022, this is the new information. Brad asked Tina to quit her job to work full-time on his channel. Keep in mind, Brad has been talking about this as if this is like, I'm literally paying her to do fucking nothing. So now the allegation is that Brad was the one who requested her to quit her job, that he then held over her later. I find this fucking interesting if this is true. Like, that's fucking crazy. What a piece of shit if that's the case. His business was earning hundreds of thousands more per year than she made. Her chronic illness was worsening, making it even more difficult to work her job, and he insisted that leaving work to work with him would be the best decision for both of them. After a month of consideration, and despite the risks of losing her independence and career, she agreed. She poured herself into this business just so she had in their life together. She took on community management, PR, creator networking, content brainstorming, account bookkeeping, filming, stream setup, all while continuing to run every aspect of their household. So, yeah. You know who you were fighting with when you were fucking with Brad on his socials last year? You were fighting with Tina. Do you know who had to console Brad every time something bad happened? It was Tina. Do you know? Do you know who had to like pick up the pieces after Brad would post a psychotic OBS recording video? It was Tina. And I think that the best example for this, right, is like the fact that Brad is still literally just crashing out for days and he has absolutely no backbone to lean into. So he just keeps losing it more. It's actually fucking crazy. Tina worked endlessly to protect her partner's image. She believed in him, believed things would get better, and never wanted to see anyone to see what she was enduring. But privately, she was being emotionally, verbally, and financially abused. He gaslit her into questioning her own reality, damaged property during outbursts, had a toxic relationship with substances. Again, I can't stress enough that every time we talk about Brad's substance abuse, the video of him looking off into the distance and thinking about the one time he had like a bad weed trip lives rent-free in my mind. Yeah, when I got my own job, my abuser realized he was losing more that control, so he moved in. I mean, that is something that does happen. I'm not accusing Brad specifically of doing that, though, but I do think that is something to be said. Substance is not just weed. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm still believing the meth theory, the theory that he's been on crystal meth the entire time. But I feel like if he was, I mean, at this point, why wouldn't he just say it, right? At this point, wouldn't we just know if he was actually on crystal meth? In the early of August 2024, one of these outbursts happened in front of friends. For the first time, someone close to Tina told her plainly, "This is abuse." That moment opened her eyes to how serious it was. The abuse escalated until on August 31st, 2024, Tina feared for her safety and had to call the police. He was arrested on domestic violence. That was the day Tina left. So she took the dogs, moved to Detroit. Dude, the Detroit character in this story has also been so funny too, because you can tell in the first video that Brad's not really as upset about losing his girlfriend and all the stuff that he did. It seems like he's just really mad that she went to go move in with like a former friend's roommate in Detroit. So he just says some shit. It's like, and then my fucking ex is in Detroit. It's like, actually, dude, Detroit what? Literally, dude, Detroit is an actual character in this arc. But the day just arriving, living situation had been promised. She had promised had fallen through, and she was suddenly facing homelessness with no income and two large. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, whoa.
I would like to bring it to the attention of Nick and the chat that 7 years ago, on this day, we lost God's greatest programmer.
Who the fuck is that?
Rest in peace, Terry A. Davis. May the glow in the darks bother you no more.
Okay. What is a special needs dog? I'm sorry, bro. Are they like fucking blind? Did I skip that part? Wait, why are all the dogs? Wait, how are both of them special needs, dude? Oh my, dude. She moved to Detroit and her dog started drinking out of the Flint water? Is that what happened? Dogs that, dude, what the fuck? Retired racing. Okay. She struggled for 6 weeks to find a stable place, and by November 2024, she found a new home and began attempting to heal and rebuild little by little. In the wake of leaving, Tina's life was turned completely upside down. She lost her home, her job, her health insurance, her financial stability, and the person she thought was her future. And the person that she thought was her future. She became a shell of who she was, withdrawn, depressed, and barely able to leave the bed.
Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
So she bed blobbed out for a little bit. That's kind of the... That's kind of the definition. Despite everything, Tina's going to move forward. Her goals are to return to school next year to become a therapist. And then this is the things that are helping. So if you want to support Tina, if any of the moderators can post this in there, that would be pretty cool. But we're here for one big reason. And it's for the guy who's one video away from going back to the big leagues. BradTaste in music, new apology, coming at you.
Hi, I just want to make this video because this is over now. I have nothing else to say.
Dude, hey guys, I just wanted to open the video to tell you that I'm done talking about this. Yeah, I wanted to start this video off pretty simply to tell everybody that I'm never going to talk about this again.
Hi, I just want to make this video because
in his defense, this is not OBS. How do you know? Is it because he's not sitting in the chair? Now he's recording an iPhone video? Is this his Walter White moment?
This is over
What's
now.
the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter? Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
Yeah, what you're not realizing is this footage came from when he was arrested. He recorded this taking a shit? That's fucking funny if that's true.
This is over now. I have nothing else to say. I want to actually thank Tina for sharing the video.
I can't stress this enough. He made it saying, like, getting out to defend it, saying he had, like, kind of shitting on her kind of for not posting it almost, calling it blackmail, to then posting it, to thanking her for posting it. BradTaste and shit? Yes, dude.
This
guy should start a relationship advice hotline. Could you imagine BradTaste in music? No. Wait. Imagine if Brad starts a new live show called like a substance abuse help live show. Like if you have a substance abuse problem, you can call Brad.
Over now. I have nothing else to say.
That was kind of the hardest lip smack I've ever heard. As an avid stream drinker, that was a very large lip smack.
I want to actually thank Tina for sharing the video. She
Jesus, that was like an aggressive smack.
See, I'm really scared of her because she's smarter than me.
All right, well then you're probably scared of most people. Dude, I can't.
See, I'm really scared of her because she's smarter than me. When
I feel like every single person but Brad can see how stupid he's acting about this.
The goat. I appreciate that.
because she's smarter than me. When our relationship, like, I'm younger than her. And
Oh, I get it, dude. I figured it out. She's an older woman, so she's been manipulating me. You've been being groomed the entire time.
I never really had a strong foundation, like at home. And when I went to go live with her,
This is actually, wait, is that where this is really going? Wait, I'm actually so good. That was a joke. Is he really going the groomed route? What is happening right now?
Nicholas DeOrio's
I thought, like,
video.
I was joking, and the next thing out of his mouth was literally like, I didn't have a strong foundation at home. Is he really going the fucking groomed route?
really had a strong foundation, like at home. And when
He was once a child. He didn't really consider that.
I went to go live with her, she thought very differently than I did on a lot of things. And
Oh, come on, dude. I'm missing the major joke here. Yeah. Let's play this. Start from the top. Here we go.
hi, I just want to make this video because, this is over now. I have nothing else to say. I want to actually thank Tina for sharing the video. See, I'm really scared of her because she's smarter than me.
Oh my god, dude.
When our relationship,
I gotta be honest with you, this is like a 60-second video, but he's so slow. It's literally gonna take 3 minutes to get all of this out. I think one dono came in and it didn't read, so let me just read it real quick. Trud said that BradTaste had a good idea for making loads of money through low effort content, and I agree with him on that. He really doesn't have any skills when it comes to YouTube video production and editing. Well, this is kind of like, this is a really radical version of the niche YouTuber wants to become a mainstream guy. You know, like the YouTuber who exists in a niche, like they follow you for Twitterverses and Twitterverses alone, wants to be known as like the opinion man, or the Reddit YouTuber wants to start making video essays about everything, right? This guy has no skills. He has literally the easiest job ever.
She is smarter than me translates to, I think she has more recordings of me being abusive.
Yeah, methinks that you're probably correct about that. If I had to guess, especially with those last messages that came out.
On Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
I like how he says, teen is older than me, as if to explain their maturity gap when the supposed maturity Tina possessed he didn't was just, it's bad to treat people like shit. Like,
Yeah.
You're 25 and you don't know that?
Nick,
I keep forgetting he's 25 years old too, because he acts much younger, but he's doing this for a while.
like,
He reminds me of like 2020 Xander Hall, but like with 2026 mental state.
I'm younger than her. And I never really had a strong foundation, like at home.
I recommend
And
watching
when
Nicholas
I went to go
DeOrio's
live with
latest
her,
video.
She thought very differently than I did on a lot of things. And a lot of the time, I would blame her for things that are not her fault. And I truly believe I didn't know any better. And that's what's so scary about it. I keep trying to fix stuff.
Wait, what are you trying to fix, bro? She left. She's gone. Unless you mean like your YouTube channel. What are you trying to fix?
But I'm just like,
Bro is not the thinker.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
All he needs is a
All Brad
straitjacket.
needs
Yeah.
is a straitjacket and his look would be complete.
not as aware of things as other people. And I get shit wrong. And I think I'm doing a good thing. and I end up really, really hurting someone. So I'm just saying I'm really glad she put out the video, because the idea of I'm being blackmailed, like, is finally out of my head. And I think that she knew that, because she, again, is really smart.
I'm like, what is the... You literally pushed her to post that. Like, what is the blackmail? Like, he never actually demonstrated that she blackmailed him about it, did he? Like, he never posted, oh, I'll go and leak this if you do X, Y, and Z. The blackmail was like, after you announce this to the world, I will tell them the actual context. Am I wrong? Like, I have not seen her do that.
She gets, like, lots of help mentally. Like, she is very clear-headed, you know?
His argument is that she's, like, not retarded, so she can engage with this. Okay.
And what she did helped me. You know?
No, it didn't. It did not help you. There is no positives to your situation. You're completely fucked.
Tremendously. And I think that I'm going to be using electronic devices, like, significantly less.
Bro, you announced a 1-year hiatus 3 videos ago. This is like Mutahar quitting drama or Tipster leaving Twitter. It's not happening.
Nick just started insulting me viciously on Twitter.
You know, like, this forced me offline. And
He did not force you offline. You have been more online in the last 2 weeks than you've ever been before.
less.
Well, like, since the controversy, at least.
You know, like, this forced me offline and helped me finally break.
Dude, this is him recording a video on his phone, okay? Posting it to say that he's no longer on the internet. And that, like, it's insane.
This forced me offline and helped me finally break out of this, like, awful cycle that, like, getting a YouTube channel at, like, 17 years old and then becoming, like, really big, like, that, like, fucks with your head and your ego. And
I gotta be honest with you, Brad. If you didn't do that, you'd probably be homeless. You don't really seem to have the skills to do just about anything else. You barely have the skills for YouTube. You just got lucky and people wanted to pay $400 to listen to an album. What would you have to do if you were working a fucking 9 to 5 at a supermarket? This guy would be hiding in, like, the ice box of the fucking produce department.
yeah, she was a victim of it.
You're telling me this guy is gonna work in an office? I don't mean to be bleak, but I don't think this guy could be a Walmart greeter.
And
This guy's future career path is screaming Bible verses in Penn Station.
yeah, she was a victim of that. Absolutely. And
I'm glad that it only took everyone else finding out for you to concede that. Maybe I mean, are we supposed to hear that? Like, has Brad never heard the audio that he was arrested for? Has he never heard it before?
now she is getting the support that she deserves. And
Like, why does Nick DeOrio hearing this change your perspective on it?
again, if you're just hate watching this,
I'm not hate watching. I'm love watching, dude. I'm like the little heart in your hair, dude.
she is in a horrible situation right now.
You put her there twice
She can't catch a break.
from you.
And I hate that I'm contributing to that.
You are the only contributing factor.
I've calmed down a little bit and I've returned. Yeah.
This feels like I'm watching a Shelbo video in the mental hospital.
And what I felt.
Like, why? Dude, this guy called out his ex, okay? Exposed this to the whole internet, baited her to post it, and now he's crying.
During that time period was real. The pain I felt was real.
Bro, this guy watched a video of him screaming at his ex, and he's like, God, I was in so much pain back then. You can hear it in my voice. You can hear it in the way my voice rasped as I screamed at my ex.
That time period was real. The pain I felt was real. But I misguided it towards her.
I just
And
saw
she
Keffel's tweet.
Has every right
Nicholas
to feel as
DeOrio.
hurt as she does.
Now, naturally, I think the funniest part of this whole thing, we're going to watch this, we're going to finish the video, but the funniest part of this whole thing is that this video has been deleted.
Keffel's tweet.
It's like Mutahar apologizing to Chud Logic. All right, it's just gone.
Brad
It was
has to
taken
look at
down,
11 to
removed,
3
reduced to
PM shelf
atoms.
stalker doing whippets by the cardboard crusher on his smoke break.
Yeah, dude, this heartfelt apology. By the time I got home last night, I think it was already deleted.
And the internet has every right to be as pissed off at me as they are.
Dude, you can tell that, like, I don't want to, like, ruin this for you, because I'm finding this fun.
Nick just started
I like to
insulting
get
me
on
viciously
stream
on Twitter.
every single day and have a new
Sup,
Brad
Nick?
video.
The warehouse I am working in lost internet for half of my shift.
Oh.
So I am using your stream to pass the time. Or until management calls
Thank you so
everyone off
much.
wall.
Yeah, so I don't mean to like pull the mask off here and kind of tell everybody who I guess what's the fucking prequel or the sequel to Wicked? The Oz guy, the Wizard of Oz, right?
Keffel's tweet.
Yeah. I don't mean to like expose the Wizard of Oz to everybody right now, but ultimately these are just shallow attempts to get his channel back. He doesn't give a fuck about this girl. He never gave a fuck about this girl, at least not in the time spent in the last calendar year, right? This is just like, again, what combination of words can I say to get everything that I lost back? How can I show the correct empathy? And it's like that. It's like a Call of Duty game. It's like, we lost this round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the next one. And he's gonna film like 4 more of these, so don't get too attached to this one.
I will do better. Goodbye.
I will do better. It's, dude, I guess like the only way it would feel sincere is if he just never came back. He doesn't even have to announce it. If he just quit YouTube and didn't take the easy way out and got a job, that would probably tell me that he's serious about this. And I wouldn't even know that he's serious about it, because then it would be proven that he's serious about it, right? So this video got posted, and obviously it has been removed by Uploader. I don't know if it was one of the moderators that did it. I don't know if this was or it was Brad specifically. And then there's a fundraiser here as a sticking comment. It's better than his last 3 videos, but his actions speak louder than words. This shouldn't be the end of life for either party, and I hope both sides get better and rehabilitate. I don't. Oh, dude, when did we just start fixating on, like, potential suicide every time somebody has a crash out on fucking stream? It literally doesn't even cross my mind. I guess take the easy way out implied that a minute ago, so maybe I'm being a hypocrite here. But I don't know, like, how do you watch that video and you're like, God, dude, I wonder if this guy's gonna make it. This is quite the crash out. I'm already in hell and still finds another way to be over. Sir, another Brad Schizo post has hit the channel. She's smart and I didn't know any better. Even his attempts at accountability are manipulative. Yeah, it just feels like this guy's like perpetually in his first relationship when he was like, when most people are like 15 years old and they have no idea what they're doing, but he does this as like a grown adult man. Maybe because he didn't have a lot of maybe he didn't have a father figure. BradTaste in music. His father never liked his music, so he had to scream at his girlfriend. Is that what's happening here? His daddy never loved his music and never liked his artistic expression. The only way he could show his true self was to scream at his girlfriend. He was groomed by this slightly older woman, dude. That's the only way. He pulled him out of his house, dude. He was just a 25-year-old baby. He was 24 years old during the domestic incident, and many eagle-eyed viewers would know that your brain does not fully develop until 25. So he's actually not responsible for any of this. These videos seem to line up with what Tina said about his emotional state and what he would say when he was contacting her various times over the last. One moment, he's making this about himself to be the victim and blaming Tina and the community for it, and the next moment, he's apologetic because Brad is, like, psychotic, and he doesn't know what the right position to play is to get his career back. He doesn't know if he needs to be aggressive and expose Tina and showcase that she's a fraud, or if he needs to be apologetic and believing women and supporting victims to try to like weasel his way back into that sector of his audience. Ultimately, all these people hate him, and if his brain if he could come to terms with that realization, it would probably destroy him. I think the only thing that's keeping him kind of going right now is the fact that he thinks he can fix this, and he just doesn't realize that he can't. He's a reformed toddler. Yeah. My advice for Brad is to leave, stop uploading, delete the channel, and cut it off and go to a different life. One away from the people. You've probably checked yourself into a mental health facility or inpatient. Again, but he's already done all this. How many times is this guy going to go back to rehab? How many times is this guy going to go do this exact same thing all over again? And I mean, I guarantee even if he does do that, there'll be people in his audience who are willing to hear it out again. I think that therapy is the biggest glitch when it comes to like, fixing your reputation, because all of these influencers, these rich, famous fucking influencers, just say, oh, I went to therapy, I'm better now. Oh, who cares about that allegation? I got help. I spoke to a therapist. And you're just supposed to believe, damn it.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on the show called
You're just supposed to believe them.
I don't think he's long for this world.
I went to rehab. I went to therapy. I'm talking to professionals, and it's like, okay, bring him back. Wheel him back out now. It's never like wait and see what they do. People just kind of jump. Oh, yay, I'm so glad you're back. I'm so excited for my influencer to continue and return and do their thing. Ultimately, I think these people should kind of have to be put to the fire a little bit before they get back to their previous status. But that's just me. I don't know. I think that people abuse the I went to therapy, I got professional help card constantly in like almost every single drama for these high profile influencers. Fucking hell. He actually looks disheveled. I don't think he's ever going to officially leave the internet at this rate. No, I don't think so. Why does he keep digging the hole deeper? Because he's insane. I'm half asleep and a bit stoned for a split second. The color of his top made me think he was wearing a prison... He was wearing a fucking prison uniform. I did see Tina posted that she's overwhelmed with the support from the people who are sending stuff to her GoFundMe thing. So that's good. By the way, her GoFundMe has made like significantly more money than Creator Clash did. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, BradTaste uploaded a video. It also got posted to YouTube Drama. So these are people who aren't necessarily up to speed. I kind of want to hear what they have to say. I'll give it 20 minutes to an hour before it was taken down. Boom, it's already down. Like, dude, I don't know. I feel like he's just providing content for us now. Maybe this was all for me.
Nicholas, the GOAT. I appreciate that.
He needs to get off the internet and check himself in somewhere. But like, why? What's that going to accomplish that the last fucking multiple stints didn't? Do you think this is a salvageable person? Do you think there's something that could be rewired here? Like, do you think that this guy can be normal again? Do you think he ever was normal?
The GOAT. I appreciate that.
I've heard enough. Give this man a charity boxing event.
I don't think this guy will ever be able to exist as a social media personality. And I think most of his issues go away the minute he stops doing that. Now, it creates bigger issues, like being financially stable, but he's probably already been dealing with that for like a year now, right? I think for the most part with YouTubers, the biggest piece of emotional help you can get is just by disconnecting. I'm not one of those where your therapy should be going to, I mean, obviously I'm not one of those who say that therapy should be going to the gym, but I do think that sometimes your therapy should just be logging off for the day and maybe talking about it with somebody and not screaming in their face. I know absolutely nothing about this guy, except that his superpower is to eternally crash out and dig his grave deeper. Hopefully he gets the help he needs, but knowing him, his next video will be a freestyle rap responding. Oh, we keep forgetting about that too. Somebody updated it, and it's been on Genius. We looked at that last time, but there's a version of the diss track that has like vocal boost now, so you can really hear when he did the 45-minute diss track on his ex-girlfriend in between his sorry video and his like aggressive follow-up, which was insane. I recommend all of you go find that video. I think it's on YouTube right now. If you want to watch Brad do a diss track on his ex-girlfriend, that's like it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, Tina's smarter and older than me. It's like I feel like she's a lot smarter if she didn't make...
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape Review.
I'm sure she's a lot smarter than you if that was the move she made.
He went to rehab, therapy for being abusive. MJ was a cover. It was a failed attempt to win Tina back.
I don't remember him ever saying it was weed. Thank you for hitting the goal. I have a question, chat. Maybe you can follow through.
Situation crying. Poor BradTaste. Siri, play Sorry by Justin Bieber at max volume.
Okay, dude. Somebody is about to get really pissed at you, but thank you, DN22. I have a question. I feel like when Brad went to rehab, my question was, for what? And everyone was just like, oh, it must be weed. I don't think he ever explicitly said he went there for weed, right? Is that maybe in the new video he did? Did he specifically say it was for weed? For Michael Jackson? Okay, it was over weed in LA. I thought when it first happened, he wasn't clear about it. Maybe he simply said something else. It was heavily implied. Heavily implied could be a cover-up, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it was for that. I have no idea. I still, to this day, I don't know. So now here's the reaction to him deleting it. Is this a new record for fastest delete? No, the third video had a better record. I think the third video was taken down by his mods. You know what's funny? I got a text today from Team YouTube, right? Team YouTube added me. And you want to know how fast YouTube support is? So I had posted that Brad's YouTube channel got hacked. No shit. On August the 6th, okay? August 6th. This is literally almost a fucking week ago. I tweeted a week ago, dude. I tweeted Brad's YouTube channel has been hacked. And then Team YouTube today at 3 o'clock in the afternoon is like, hi, when a channel gets hacked, the first step is for the channel owner to talk to creator support. If they did that, we're probably working on it already. Like, what? Thank you, Team YouTube. So I guess they were just perusing week-old tweets. And by the way, I'm not trying to get Brad's account back. That's like, I'm just reporting on that his fucking abuse audio is on his community. I don't care if Brad gets his fucking channel back. So I thought that was fairly interesting. Dude, like, Team YouTube support is awesome, okay? They will eventually get back to you. That should be their new tagline. Yeah, dude, Team YouTube, sometimes we might help. No joke, this is how Reddit showed me the news on this. Brad has done... Dude, sorry. Brad has deleted his sorry video, so it was within 30 minutes.
No way, dude! There's a KFC in Yemen!
Thank you!
Team YouTube. Is that like hashtag Team Water?
Yes, bro! Team Water, ladies and gentlemen! They need your money now! They only got $4 billion! Can
I say something?
All right, Team fucking really Water, dude! Why? Thank you! Thank you for reminding me. The most important thing, dude. Oh, why talk about other drama when we can talk about fucking Team Water, baby? Let's go! Who loves the water? I gotta start adding like a really shitty peeing sound effect or something when I put that on the screen. Dude, what you think that would make it better is when I cut to the Team Water thing, it just sounds like somebody's pissing. I feel like that would be a pretty solid bit. Maybe I'll do that for the next stream. Team Water, and it's like... Dude, hydration, dude. Super important. Drink water, dude. Remember people used to get really cringy about that? They'd be like, dude, listen, man. You gotta drink more water. You gotta stay hydrated, dude. You gotta stay fucking hydrated. Dude, the most annoying person at your college is like fucking getting red in the face right now watching the stream, dude. you gotta drink a little bit more water, man. Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Moving right ahead. BradTaste music, sorry, he said he's grateful for the...
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
Good advice, but chill. Yeah, literally. So this is the Fantano subreddit. I want to see what Fantano's audience was saying. Somebody needs to shut off the internet. I don't know, we showed this last time, right? That Fantano had literally commented on this. It's going to be a lot more, oh, brother turned the camera off. Like a Sky Williams situation where somebody runs with the fucking router. It's actually crazy how this dude had a normal music channel and he But I don't... Does people think it's like fucking crazy that Brad took this trajectory? I feel like we didn't really know anything about Brad. We just know he was like kind of a loser who reacted to music. You know? Speaking of losers, all right? I did want to cover this. This is Rose Malay. And I wanted to hear what Rose Malay tried to argue now that Brad's career has been destroyed, because they put out a new 14-minute video. We're only going to watch about 5 minutes of it. But Rose Malay is out getting the brooms are out right now. This is the iconic victor of the BradTaste in music drama.
It's just so blatantly abusive.
I cut through all of the abuse audio, so we don't have to like redo all that again.
Tweet on Nicholas DeOrio.
Honestly, was completely shocked and horrified. I mean, this is somebody that I have known since 2017, and throughout all of my years of knowing this person, I have had this
I feel like Rose Malay doesn't have like friends. I feel like she has like future pieces of content. Like, I remember the Rose Malay thing when I found out she was in the Beast games, and I'm like, yeah, a video's coming. 100%. That's the only reason. Yeah, it's coming. Like, she did this with Tro, she did this with us, she did this with Brad. I mean, I think it's like Death Taxes and Rose Malay will release your Discord messages. She's in chat. Oh, watch the whole video. It's good. Actually, I'm just going to ban you from the channel.
Constant battle of myself of wanting to expose things about him because he keeps doing shit that concerns me.
Like, I don't even buy any of this stuff. When it comes out of Rose's mouth, I legitimately don't even buy it.
2017, all the people that he...
I just wanted to cover this explicitly so she can't complain and say that I cut her out of the story, just to remind everybody that she should be cut out of the story.
was originally friends with, like, most of them have turned against him because of his behavior. And I was the first person to really call him out. I know a lot of people afterwards started to realize some of the things that I'd already realized.
He claims...
Bro, you called out BradTaste in music because BradTaste in music disavowed you publicly on Twitter. That's why this started. That was the whole, like... That was the main piece of this puzzle. It was because Brad was getting shit for being friends with you because you made a bunch of edgy pro-rape tweets. And then Brad's pretended that he'd never seen them before.
Nicholas the Goat, thank you for the $5.
Now, I will say, it was totally warranted dropping his fucking DMs. I'm not gonna like say that you shouldn't have done that because I probably would have done the exact same thing. But like, you kind of are female Angry Slug Productions in a way that like you just simply seem to persist on the platform. It's like Rose Malay is the commentary equivalent of always the bridesmaid, never the bride. You know, where it's just like she's always tangentially around all of the biggest dramas, but never ever gets any of the like actual rewards.
That she's using misleading screenshots to push her victim complex, and that he has never had any less respect for anyone than I do of her. All she said is that Brad should be careful what he says because of his audience. I have a playlist of all of the mental health videos from like 2018, 2019. I might release that now. And it's really shocking.
Please do. All right, wait, hold on. She's winning us back, guys. She's winning us back. We need more Brad tent. All right, listen.
To me that it took people this long to kind of realize that like he got a problem. If I were to call him out, if I were to say anything, people would be like, well, Rose, who the fuck are you to say anything? And I think Brad knows this too. In fact, it's the reason why he's
like, hold on, go on. Wait a minute.
Talked to me so much over these past few days. Because everybody else that he's
Bro, I can't, dude. She also DM'd a lot of people in Liam's subreddit, myself included, asking if we had a copy of Liam's most recent VOD. Bro, are we really calling Lyrics Liam now? Are we really doing this? Are we really referring to Lyrics by his stupid music persona name? I'm starting to fucking agree with everybody else. Dude, yeah, honestly, henceforth, we're gonna call Liam Loam. Loam is the name now. We're going with Loam.
They want
the artist formerly known as Lyrics Loam.
Nothing to do with him after everything that's come out. And Brad would just tell me how horrible they were, how awful of friends.
Like, do you understand that Lyrics was named Lyrics and we called him Lyrics for years because we didn't like his pronunciation? So we just told him that his name was Lyrics and now he's a music YouTuber. Like, I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that like he likes music or something. I think we typecast him really. We basically forced him into this profession.
They were, that they would betray him and all that shit. And I comforted him. But after seeing that video, I just can't look at him the same way again. And it just sucks that when like I tried to speak up before, because like the video is on YouTube, you can find it. It's
just funny that Rose Malay is explaining this whole story. And honestly, I think she's in the right for a lot of it. And maybe I'm completely like clip chimping it. Maybe she says it earlier, but like, you're kind of leaving out the factor that you were completely screwed over by Brad. It's like the reason why this is in motion.
Spot on about everything regarding the arrest.
And the funny thing is that Brad, like, she's 100% right here. This video about the arrest is like the first thing that was posted and nobody ever heard about it. I think Chud Logic was like the lone person who knew about this in the community.
I had all the details. I knew everything. And everyone...
It's because Tommy... Whoa! Hold on. Red Ellis, all right? You are testing a ban... I'm kidding. But it's because Tommy couldn't pronounce it. Dude, Tommy did not find Lyrics. I found Lyrics. I am responsible for everything Lyrics has ever done. My bad. Me and John Swan found Lyrics because he made a Deji video. We were the ones who called him that. Dude, you're giving Tommy my stolen valor. We literally were just randomly searching through creators, and we saw a video of some child, or not a child, but like Lyrix was like 17, and he was just making a video calling Deji's girlfriend retarded. We thought it was funny, so we put him in the Deji video. I think, I don't know if he got cut. I think he was in there, but that was like the first time that we found Lyrix. There's no like prior Lyrix sighting.
Was telling me that I shouldn't release it because I would be a bad person, because I would,
dude, former child Lyrix, dude, Loam,
ruin him. And so when he rekindled with me, I thought,
bro, this is even crazier, dude, this is insane. This is insane. Like, all right, so she's talking right now. Rose Malay is talking that Brad rekindled with her. When do you think that was? I mean, obviously it's on the screen here, but seriously, when do you think that the rekindled relationship was? Oh, it was like a week ago? Wow. Yeah, I can't believe it.
that it was very good, that I would be a positive influence in his life, that I was lucky to be his friend. That's how I saw it. But it's like, if
you rekindled your friendship with Brad on fucking July 26th, dude.
Influence in his life, that I was lucky.
You already made the video by that point.
To be his friend. That's how I saw it. But it's like, if the dude is only talking to me because his other friends have left him due to his disgusting behavior, that's not a
bro, if you became friends with Brad after was this after the DV audio, or was this after the DV announcement? I guess that is kind of important, but I feel like you can't become like internet friends with Brad after that, right? Like that doesn't make any sense.
True friend. You know, I shouldn't be okay with that. I should have more self-respect. And when somebody is exposed for doing shitty things, and then all of a sudden wants
it's
to
after it's after the arrest. I don't know if it's after the audio, but regardless, we know Brad had already announced that that did happen, right?
Act all buddy with me. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that.
What's the name of the guy?
The thing that hurts the most, though, is like, I do
Nick
genuinely...
Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
This is so funny, because Brad's just like, I'm suicidal, and he's probably so suicidal that he's talking to Rose Malay, right? Like, that's just it. I am suicidal again, so she gets her wish. Glad she can go on her victim tour. Like, are you telling me Rose read, hey guys, I'm suicidal, and now my fucking bitch of an ex-girlfriend is fucking going on a victim tour, and then Rose was like, no! Please, Brad, it's gonna be okay. Please, Brad. I don't even buy this. It doesn't even look legit. And if it is, that's crazy.
I still hope he gets help. Like, I hope
somebody unban Rose Malay in chat. Unban Rose Malay immediately. I'm calling your fucking bluff on this. Tell me right now in these messages you gave one singular fuck about this person.
He doesn't fucking kill himself. But like in the call, he uses suicide as manipulation. Like, he just blatantly does.
You've killed me!
Alright, that was a pretty good cut.
Give me another reason. Make me want to get a knife and stab myself. Please. Please don't hurt yourself, Tina goes on to. You wouldn't stop me, Brad says. Yes, I would, Tina goes on.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, I've never seen these messages before. What are those? Holy shit. Give me another reason to do it, Tina. Tell me about how not even our relationship is safe from the power dynamic. The what?
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest
Whoa! I don't even know where these are
Didn't she know about
from!
the audio and AB plus SC prior to the drop, and she still wanted his friendship back?
Yeah, I think she was just doing it for content. That's completely on the back burner now. Sorry, Rose Malay, you missed your chance. What the fuck is... Make me want to get a knife... Oh my god. Dude, he's like, make me want to die. Dude, looks her in the eyes and goes, make me make my day bad so I can't. Please don't hurt yourself. You wouldn't even stop me. Yes, I would. Do it. Watch me. Dude, this is insane.
Do it. Watch.
You're gonna have to unban her. I'll figure it out.
Me. I'm dead anyways.
And it makes me question fucking everything.
Where are the rest of those messages? Who is this YouTuber? Who the fuck is this guy, dude? Please, I need to see the new messages. Where were these fucking posted? Holy shit, dude. Does anyone know who this YouTuber is? The Op Block? Dude, the Op Block. I just got jump scared in a Rose... I'm so glad. This is actually the most important Rose Malay video anyone has ever made. So wait, where's the BradTaste is back from the hiatus? Is it the 5-day ago stream? Let me see. So power dynamic. Let me look up the word. I'm gonna find this really quickly. Dynamic. I hope it's not just this one message. Dynamic. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I found it. Okay, so these are the messages that they're showing on the stream. What is this? I deleted 2 messages because I didn't fully say what I'm trying to say. Honestly, the only thing that I want to tell you is that talking to you right now is somehow the only thing making me feel comfortable. It's hard waking up and seeing all of this. It's horrible knowing that you are sucked into this vortex now. Signing off. I believe in you. Watch the channel I sent K by. Yeah, this is the one we just saw. The watch me. Oh my god, this is insane. Wait, okay, yeah, that was the full thing. Oh god, wait. The house and dogs are safe. Can I come get a backpack of stuff? You do whatever you need to do. I'm just sat here on the couch. You get what you need. I just want you to know that I want no issues tonight. I'm doing my thing, no conflict. It's worth mentioning. No matter what happens, I am not going to talk badly about you online. I have no interest in continuing our drama whatsoever. Bro, all of this stuff is so bizarre. Give me another reason to do it. So this is the suicide message. And that's like the dogs are safe message. Is there any more? I think that's it, right? That's all the stuff that he has. That's still crazy, dude. All the Brad messages are fucking nuts, but like that suicide one is insane. I would love to see more context for what was going there, but it looks pretty fucking bad. Opblock, shout out Opblock. You got the scoop. Those are Brad and Tina. Yeah, I know. Does it leave a Brad taste? I refuse to make the leaves a Brad taste in my mouth joke, but people are very mad that I don't constantly make reference to that. They're like, you're missing a huge fucking opportunity by not making that joke. So yeah, that's the Brad tent update. It was kind of like short because the video was only 4 minutes long, but yeah, I think we covered it pretty well. I wanted to quickly go through and pad that segment out with all of the recent EHT stuff, of course. So, we briefly talked about the D in EHD earlier, but I did see this one. This is kind of like a Brad. We're doing all the Brad, Hasan, Ethan Klein stuff in one video now because there's not really enough for any one singular segment. So that's kind of the way we're gonna do about it. One more shout out. Goal almost reached. Oh, hey, Tina's GoFundMe is close to reaching a goal. If you want to support that, I don't know if I don't have it open anymore, but it is in the description, so if you want to do that. So now Hasan dono shames Mutahar for only giving away $200,000 during COVID.
Like during COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity, and it was like out of my personal account. So don't write any of this.
The concept of $200,000 of charity is funny because it's like, well, I gave $200,000 away of like an organization. That's like, just not like good English.
During COVID, I probably gave away $200,000 of charity. And it was like out of my personal account. So don't write any of this off for taxes because I don't believe in writing off charity for taxes. I think it's a pretty shitty thing to do.
Writing.
I heard that clip from the Nick Andros video, obviously. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like people who do good things don't have to tell you on a podcast all the good things they did and then talk about what makes them even better. Right? I don't know. Like, if Hasan is donating to Frogan, Denims, and Caseytron and not saying it out loud, that's probably more admirable.
Please see Never Stop the HMWH. I restart every stream just to hear you play that. It's as iconic as being a product of your environment.
Thank you. Yeah. Why is Hasan watching this? Because it's the only way to, like... It's the lunch break of the Gaza conflict. All the Gazans who are actively watching his streams need to see this specific part.
Donations is a shitty...
It's the only thing that brings them joy in life.
...thing to do. How? Why? All that means is that the money you donated is tax exempt.
I like how this clip of Hasan is just kind of Nick's video.
Means you can donate more money to charity, as Brandon... Herrera says.
It's a pretty shitty thing to do. Well, for me, it's like
the more money. And watching
Thank
Nicholas
you.
DeOrio's latest video.
You can write off, the more money you can keep from the...
Like, Yeet literally just clipped this, and it's just fucking Hasan staring at the screen. I think more people should do that to Hasan. Like, clip out things of his show, but it's just him watching other stuff and not talking. But, like, it's like...
What's your thoughts on iDubbbz potentially showing real signs of CTE in public?
We'll take a look. I got a
Little
bunch of
wishful
stuff.
Thinking. Kino Casino has the clip.
I like how you describe
H3
potential...
goes full villain mode. Timestamp 7:54.
I like how you say that, like, wishful thinking is, like, him getting CTE. Like, as if that's, like, the best possible scenario.
the government and spend it better, you know,
Well, like,
putting it toward more
like,
charity.
The money that I
How can you be the CEO of a company, a serious businessman who knows his shit, but you don't understand?
200 grand is tiny, by the way. I'm just saying. For all these guys, again, another thing I don't fucking regularly boast about is my charitable contributions.
And basic...
like during COVID.
It's literally just Hasan talking for 3 seconds at the end of the clip. I saw, was it Dickers who posted this, who was like, please, one more time, Mutahar, you have to go at Hasan Piker for donation shaming. It's your best topic. Please, Mutahar, make another video to criticize donation shaming. It would be very funny. And I really like empathize with that position. It's just, Muta, you just gotta make another video, a sequel to your iconic series of criticizing donation shamers. I could pin the GoFundMe here. Pin message. Boom. There it is. I'll put it in the video description as well. I saw Rob's Media pointed out Caseytron has been posting out her weekly every incel man online is harassing me thing. I have been nonstop harassed and brigaded and witch hunted for pretty much the whole duration of my marathon. These people want me to kill myself. If Ethan Klein actually gave a fuck about snark and aforementioned behavior, he would tell his audience to stop. Do you know what she's been doing? She's getting shit because she's like reacting to movies.
Nick just started insulting me.
But I feel like, yeah, I have read this tweet. Rob's Media points out we've seen it a
I saw Carl
lot.
post that video. I want to watch it so bad, but I knew that the goat would be watching it later on. Hopefully that doesn't get you in trouble like Frog Lady with Basic Jeans.
I do hope that you go and
Anyways,
watch the
thanks
actual
for
video,
everything.
but I appreciate it. Obviously, we're not trying to be any substitutes of any kind of specific markets. Dude, Carl Jobst sent his video to the fucking Australian Congress, dude, and he had it minted or something at the I don't know, the Brown House. What do they have in Australia? You clearly can't handle streaming. You're only getting about 400 viewers while lazily showing other people's content. I mean, to be honest here, 400 viewers kind of clears half this community. That's kind of a dark thought. I feel like if you stop the presses, we have to take down all the 400 viewer streamers because they're doing worse than Caseytron. You know who you hit? You hit iDubbbz. iDubbbz averages well, at least when I saw him, he had less viewers than Caseytron the other night. So I don't know. This is kind of harsh from Rob's Media. You kind of clap everybody. But yeah, literally you're hitting iDubbbz with this tweet. So speaking of hitting iDubbbz and all the other people, they've been posting AI compilations of fucking Denims being the puppet. We saw this last time very briefly. I think this is the one we showed on the show, and it's been posted now here. And also, there's this new thing where I guess where Denims is posting foot fetish content with big ass teddy bears, and Ethan's having a bit of fun with the fact that she defended the Chris Tyson image that was purchased from Shadman. The Shadman artwork saying that like the obvious picture of a minor being depicted by a prolific fucking child enthusiast artist. Yeah, I don't know. I think that one was an adult. It's kind of a loser's position here. I don't think anyone looked good who argued that. But yeah. There's more now of this, so they're making more. I think this is still also Denims. Now Hasan is firmly holding her hand, his hand right up her ass here to make her say whatever. And I think they actually made, the entire group of them. Yeet posted the picture from the community on Reddit. You got iDubbbz, Anissa, Denims, Mike from PA with his iconic position, and for some reason Frogan is like a creepy doll standing straight up. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's kind of this picture of Frogan, unironically, is like a sleep paralysis demon. I don't want to ever think of that image ever again. I'm actually gonna wipe my my slate clean of that. I don't want to think. Where's Noah? Noah's probably not important enough to be there. Now we have all these new clips. So if you guys don't know, Beazle came back to Twitter. I don't know what keeps happening to Beazle. His account gets getting like fucking destroyed or something. Oh, you're not terminally online enough to understand the dolls. It's because he's like, it's Hasan's orbiters, right? They're like Hasan is like controlling them or whatever. They're like mouthpieces for his stuff. That's the joke, at least, right? And the fact that Denim's kind of looks like one of those dolls. That was also kind of the preluding factor. But now iDubbbz has been streaming again. He's been doing I asked somebody yesterday what this game was. Apparently it's Wordle. I clicked onto it and he was doing the game where there's like fucking 25 words and you got to pick like which 4 of them. It wouldn't be 25, it'd be 26 or something. I don't know. You got to pick which 4 words are alike. That was what he was streaming the other day. It's completely fucking bizarre. But now we got clips of tons of different shit. Beazle's back and he's showing us the delicious dinner that iDubbbz' wife cooked for him.
But what would needle be? Oh, thank you. Check it out, guys.
What is that?
Basically, like a bread pudding.
A what? A what? Why is it like not moving when he holds it on its side?
But what would needle be? Oh, thank you. Check it out, guys.
It's a bread pudding?
It's basically like a bread pudding.
Listen, dude, when she did OnlyFans, I wasn't like, oh, this is a fucking disaster, all right? When they lost the charity event, I was like, oh, this is a fucking disaster. When I saw the bread pudding, I realized that the A-logs were right.
Bread pudding. But it's like banana and gluten-free stuff.
I think the gluten, you need more gluten in your life. Maybe that's why you're acting this way. Wait, yo, people in the chat are like, bread pudding is good. No! He just spit it out! You'd eat that? Would you still eat it?
But what?
No! With no gluten? How do you make a bread pudding without gluten? The word bread is in the title, you know? It's the title is bread pudding, and he's eating a glutenless bread pudding. I heard there was some comedian who did like a whole stand-up special about gluten-free bread, and the fact that like they're gonna dig you up in 100 years and they're gonna find little fucking pieces of plastic that they called bread lodged in your stomach, and like after like a millennia, that shit's still not gonna get broken down in your system. They're gonna find fucking he had the gluten-free bread. I forgot what comedian that was, but he's dead now. Maybe he had too much gluten-free bread. Yeah, John Panette. Dude, John Panette was fire, bro. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to see him, and he died before I became an adult. Dude, you gotta go watch his I'm Starvin' tour. That's what it's called. The I'm Starvin' tour from John Panette. iDubbbz is not interested in collabing with Airsoft Fatty anytime soon. I know. Big shocker here.
I heard Airsoft speaking highly recently. A comeback.
You know, people have finally stopped asking me to watch his video, too. That's like the highlight of my year is that people aren't asking me to watch Airsoft Fatty's content anymore.
I heard Airsoft speaking highly of you recently. A comeback vid of you would do numbers. Yeah, I mean,
I recommend watching
Thank
Nicholas
you!
DeOrio's latest video.
I'm really not interested in that. I hope him well. I hope he, you know, is doing.
Oh, that was nice.
All right, but you know, maybe in the distant future.
Oh, he's not closing the door on that one. Wow, that's like the only wholesome clip of Ian that I've seen in forever. Now Ian is open to boxing again.
I would consider that, Elijah. You know, it's one of the...
Just stand down. Stand the fuck down. Give it up.
Those things where fucking...
Yeah, actually based response. Yeah, I agree, Wavy.
I'm not running... I don't plan on ever running a boxing event again. So...
But have you told your wife... Have you alerted Anissa that you're not doing another boxing event? And can we get her take on it?
You know, if there is an opportunity to box in the future...
I thought he was getting like post-concussion syndrome. Why does he want to fight more? Does he have so much CTE he forgot he can't take any punches anymore?
Only worrying about fucking myself would be great, you know?
Jesus.
Hey, Ian, looking oily today?
Dude, I love Beasley because he always puts in the fucking most evil shit right at the end of the clips. You always have to watch to the last second, dude. And it cuts off right before he explains why he's looking mighty oiled up today. Do you like your Ian oiled up chat? Is that like what you're into? So now, Ian is talking about how he's a sober man. He's very healthy.
Do you drink at all, or are you sober and healthy? Sober and healthy.
I think he's the opposite of Bo Blacks. He needs more substances, you know? Like, dude, if you had this guy stand in your local, like, if you, let's say you're a senior in high school and they're bringing this guy around to talk about like the danger of alcohol abuse.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Keffels appreciated.
Unironic, dude. Unironic. iDub just comes up there. He's like, dude, if you don't smoke weed or drink alcohol, you could be just like me.
A virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Dude, if you don't smoke or drink alcohol, you can be just like me.
I just saw Keffels tweet.
It's like him and his wife.
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
Ian should just be a gaming streaming, primarily Battlefield 6, so I can teabag for his sins.
Thank you. Thank you, Battlefield 6 person. Yeah. Dude, all of Ian's remaining viewers. I didn't clip it, but he said in one of his most recent streams he was taking some new ADHD medicine. Wait, what? Is that clipped in here? That's crazy. There were a couple of things I didn't show, actually, that I meant to. Where was it? Oh, that one hasn't come up yet. Where was... Wait, what is that? Okay, maybe I didn't miss anything. I'm loving the iDubbbz bread tube arc.
Get people to think about in the video is like, why are like the Scottish kid? He would say, "You don't want Europe to become like this," and would just generally just like say, "This is third world. You don't want Europe to become third world, do you?" And it's like, well, number one, you have to automatically be making some assumptions that the third world is necessarily like shitty.
I'm not saying it's like shitty, but like there is a reason why it is referred to as like the third world, right? Like being called a third world something is traditionally like insulting to someone who hears it, right? The thing is, iDubbbz becoming a bread tuber at 30 means he's going to go through the same talking points and the same mistakes as like Xander Hall did when he was 20. He's just doing it a year, like a 10 year, a whole decade of his life later, and he's making the same intro to BreadTube videos right now, and they are not good. They are not good videos. There are arguments to be made about these talking points. You won't find them here. Wait, what?
There's a wide variety of markets in Italy, from what I've seen, as someone who hasn't even been there.
Okay, then why did you... All right, listen. Not saying that there's no points to be made here, but why did you pick that one if you have no background? Like, surely there is something that you can talk about that you have seen with your own two eyes that would be a better intro to the type of content you want to make. Maybe defending this, like, the country of Italy is probably not what you're most equipped to do right now. Because his new video is not good. Even from like a BreadTube perspective, it is not really watchable.
But it's
because he's only seen the US and Canada. Bro, that's great. There is so much to... The US and Canadian politics literally like rule the entire fucking known world. Okay? Everybody in every country is talking about shit that happens here. It just seems like a no-brainer to try to talk about like American politics if you haven't done this before and you're not really like knowledgeable on a lot of this shit. Is to just kind of talk about what you know.
Like, it is... Like, you just can't do that. You can't go to a random fucking market and turn your camera on and make a claim about the fucking country or about the city that you're in. You can kind of make a claim about the city. Maybe.
Wait, Wait, what are you doing? Dude, he's not even debating somebody. He just conceded an argument. Wait, why did he just say that?
A claim about the fucking country or about the city that you're in. You can kind of make a claim about the city, maybe. If that market is actually representative about the
Yeah, you know what this feels like? Gluten-free bread tube. That's what's happening. He's literally debating himself. He doesn't even believe his own argument.
City? Sure. But it's not. I went to a lot of virtually.
Oh my god, dude. Wait, what? What do you mean?
Virtually.
What does that even mean?
It's not. I went to a lot of virtually on GeoGuessr. I've been to a lot of places in Italy.
I've been to a lot of... I mean, he's joking here in some regard. But, like, you've seen a lot of places of Italy through GeoGuessr. It's not a good vote of confidence.
Yo, I mean, oh my gosh. This person says, here in Italy...
Is that Grizzly? Hey, Grizzly. Dude, my top mod. Hello. Are you actually Beazle?
Yo, I mean, oh my gosh. This person says, here in Italy, many of my friends have been robbed, assaulted, and it's been by North African immigrants.
Why is he reading this?
Each time. But I guess the smug Californian has ruled that drawing any kind of conclusion from that is wrong. It is wrong. It is racist and fucking weird.
Oh, God. Again, it's like baby's first bread soup. This is not how you argue any of these talking points. It's just like you're making videos to appease Hasan Piker's audience and literally nobody else. Why? Does any undocumented immigrants... Wait, what? What is happening? Let an undocumented immigrant move in with you?
Oh, this I also love. This has 2K likes. This was directed at me. Let an undocumented immigrant move in with you.
Can I just pause for a second? What is iDubbbz doing? I know we just watched like 50 clips. Thank you, Lord and Savior Beazle. Why is this guy reading YouTube comments in a live stream critical of his video to 300 people? Can we just talk about like the concept of how fucking ridiculous this is? Does nobody have any self-preservation at all whatsoever anymore? This guy got so much shit from him and his wife or whatever, failing their charity event, that he doesn't even want to talk about the drama that he literally started. Like, he literally started the drama. Fine. Okay. Sure. Whatever. Right? But, like, come on, dude. You're gonna start a streaming career and just start fucking reading off shit that people write in your YouTube chat? I mean, I'm glad you're doing it, but it's extremely stupid behavior.
This has 2K likes. This was directed at...
You're too old to make this. This is like the shit you needed to have learned like a while ago. And keep in mind, there's an entire YouTube genre of shit that's literally just this guy. This guy created the modern commentary community, whatever you consider that to be. Even in some cases, like influenced streamers, right? This guy doesn't know that you shouldn't fire up a YouTube stream or a Twitch stream to read the chat because they didn't like your critically panned video.
Me. Let an undocumented...
You're not going to always make good videos, right? Not everything you're going to make is amazing, especially when you're new. And he's basically restarting his career right now as like a 30-plus-year-old man, right? You just got to kind of eat some shit on that, move on to the next one. Ultimately, that's the best way for Ian to continue to succeed in the YouTube space, is to probably dump his wife. But if we had a second one, if there's a second way to do it, right? It's just to continue making content. Inevitably, something will hit. He's a known name, right? Like, he has a name. He has an established something. There are people who are still, like, willing to watch him. I don't think that, like, his stream numbers being low means that he can't get viewers on a regular YouTube video. He just needs to keep going.
Immigrant.
Is Dark5AU a virgin? No, I am not. Why would so many people be Googling that?
Twitch is the only outlet he has now to get humiliated.
Yeah, I'm sorry that we compare everything to Bo Blacks because I see him everywhere I go. No, but I'm sorry we have to compare everything to Bo Blacks. But like, this reminds me of Mayo Monkey. So his videos aren't doing well. All of his comment sections are saying he's doing terrible. So he just fires up a stream and acts like a retard. It doesn't make any sense to me, dude.
Move in with you.
Also, he's prompting this immigrant move in with you thing, and he's getting ready for his big response, and immediately just goes dead.
Let an undocumented immigrant move in with you.
He's prepped for this one. You could hear it in his tone of voice.
I mean, sure, I guess.
That was the big rebuttal. Is like, yeah, I will let an undocumented immigrant live with me and my wife.
I might want to get to know them a little bit first.
He's actually, it's like he's considering it. Like the CTE just fucking went, and it's like, I will let them live in my house. Yeah, okay, sure, I guess. That's like a... He looks like he's just touched a toaster in the fucking... He put a toaster in his bathwater and he just touched it. Like you can see it in his eyes. He also just spaces out. What is this?
This guy slaps the most obtuse title on a video and proceeds to be the most obnoxious American to the locals.
Dude, what the fuck is this? This is worse than like Hasan reacting to something. Wow!
This guy slaps the most obtuse title on a video and proceeds to be the most obnoxious American to the locals.
Wait, I got the perfect clip. Hold on. Wait, oh, dude, I got the perfect fucking clip here, dude. Wait. Is it this one? Here, ready? Ready?
This guy slaps the most obtuse title on a video and proceeds to be the most obnoxious American to the locals.
Always. What do you think black people...
What a fucking liar, dude. What a fucking Weasley little liar, dude. What a fucking...
He became Jinx.
We got pretty deep into that clip, dude. We got pretty deep into the Weasley little liar meme. The guy's literally just fucking short-circuiting. Hold up. Here, look at this. There it is. Where is it? Boom.
This guy slaps the most obtuse title on a video and proceeds to be the most obnoxious American to the locals.
Oh, fuck. I just completely fucked it up. Don't worry, we have plenty of time.
Where are we? This guy slaps the most obtuse title on a video and proceeds...
Wait, he just started... Oh, okay. I thought he started reading it again. He just completely forgot where he was. That's so funny. Did Anissa break his mind? No, it was all the punching. It was all the not defending himself in many of these fights. Oh, man. What a complete idiot. Yeah, I agree. I also saw this one, and I feel like we haven't read one of these vintage Reddit posts where people all pretend that like the only people who hate iDubbbz are like conservative, incel, women-hating, OnlyFans fucking slaughtering. Well, that's probably not a good way to word that. Maybe that... We probably need to dial back that descriptor. But I saw another one of these today, and I could not leave it alone. I needed to bring this up as like a stream argument. Why are you familiar with the Simpsons clip? Are you familiar with the Simpsons clip of the sideshow Bob stepping on multiple rakes? I am very familiar with that. It does seem a lot like iDubbbz. Whoa. Who the fuck just wrote grape juice drinking? Wait, what? Oh, fuck, did I just pull an Ethan? Wait, before we do this, I need to play... Guys, listen, you know that we're big fans of H3 Snark, all right? We've pulled up many a clip of H3 Snark. Okay, I just need to play... We need to do a vintage N-word news segment. We're ripping off the segment from Bo Blacks. Apparently, listen, this might get me excommunicadoed, all right? But I'm gonna play it anyway. We're gonna really be objective here. I don't think this is the clip that the H3 subreddit doesn't want you to see. Did Ethan Klein say the N-word? Here we go, chat. Wait, before we get there, we're going to put a poll up, and I'm going to intentionally start the poll before he says anything. And you're going to tell me, did he say it? he say it? Yes, no. Poll begins now. Are we going to hear a potential N-word drop on the show?
Dancing to, like what the vibe is.
It's Kendrick.
Oh God! Is it worth it? Man down, call an ambulance. Bigger beef, bro. Man.
Okay, well that was definitely the part where the N-word is said in the song, right? That was all right, let's see.
Dancing to, like what the vibe is.
It's Kendrick.
Is it a Sam Cedar occur moment?
Oh God! Is it worth it? Man down, call an ambulance. Bigger beef, bro. Man.
Well, it kind of sounded to me, and maybe I'm biased here, it sounded to me like he said with a D, digger. That's what I heard. It sounded like he was digging.
Dancing to, like what the vibe is.
It's Kendrick.
Oh God! Is it worth it? Man down, call an ambulance. Bigger beef, bro. Man.
It's a wait, he said take a breather, bro? Is that what it was? Take a breather, bro?
Keffel's tweet.
Bigger beef, bro.
Nicholas DeOrio.
Bigger beef, bro.
Appreciate the shout out.
Oh God! Is it worth it? Down, call an ambulance. Bigger beef, bro. Man.
We're gonna have to cut this whole segment out, or maybe not. Maybe we won't. No, he said it. He said it with the hard N. Yeah, dude. He said make a free throw. Ooh, that could be it. Make a free. How could we cope about this, chat? Did he say make a free throw?
Is it worth it?
Has he addressed this on his stream? Am I gonna get sued for playing this? Am I gonna get sued for trying to figure this out, chat? I'm looking at this right now. Yes is at 64%, with no coming in at a striking 36%.
Man down, call an ambulance. Bigger beef, bro. Man. There you go, Dan.
Dan's like, thank you so much. There we go. That's exactly what we needed for our show. So that was the questionable Ethan N-word clip. Ethan continues going at Anna Kasparian. We didn't cover this at all last time. I think it only happened when we were gone, but there were like multiple stories going after Anna from the Young Turks. And I forget, like, what is Anna? Is Anna like a conservative now? Like, what is Anna's... this is how much I know about politics. I know she's from TYT, but I think they say that she's a conservative. Is she a conservative by leftist, or like she's a woman? Well, thank you. I know that. Nobody knows. She's a childbirthing person. What is Anna Kasparian doing these days? Like, I've heard this name. I know, like, I don't know. She came from the same place Hasan Piker did Bro Tip. Anna is conservative by far left perspectives. She's blonde. Wow. All right. End poll, by the way. Hey, Ethan, your low IQ attacks against TYT are rich considering Israel doesn't recognize the Armenian genocide and provided the weapons that the Aztecs used to ethnically cleanse the Armenians from DiGiorno, Calabria. So how about you shut the fuck up with your fake concern for the Armenians, you 2-bit genocide-supporting douchebag. Funny how you had no issue with the name of the show until people began rightly criticizing Israel. And you have to be brain dead to think that an American political show that barely ever discusses Turkey is named after the Turkish political group from centuries ago. But, like, all right. Now, my understanding is that the Young Turks was named after some bad thing. I don't know what it was. But, like, I feel like if that happened, wouldn't you be kind of associate? Like, if I called myself the Dr. Disrespecter, like, 60 years from now, do you think that, like, that would be an optically good move? It would be like calling themselves a Hitler. I didn't want to, like, immediately go to the Nazis, so I took, like, a YouTube drama one. It's like, dude, hey, guys, I just wanted you guys to know that we're going to be moving our channel name. Hey, it's like calling my company the Cabal. Okay, I almost did that. I didn't know what it meant. But when, like... Dude, it's like, hey guys, we're gonna be starting the Dr. Disrespect youth movement. Okay, we're gonna be doing the Dr. Disrespect house for YouTube youth. Okay, I feel like, dude, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would not be that wouldn't be something that people would be super stoked about, I guess. Yeah. You have to be brain dead to think an American political show that barely ever even discusses Turkey is named after a Turkish political group from a century ago. I'm sure that's what Rod Stewart was doing when he named one of his most popular songs Young Turk. Also, please, eat a dick. You are right. I've learned about Hasan, Shank, and their family since our show ended. I've also learned about you from the numerous Armenians that have reached out to me. Just what the fuck?
I
Wait,
just saw
what?
Keffel's tweet.
Bro, Ethan, I gotta let you know, Anna Kasparian
appreciated
hates
the
the Armenians, dude. Come on, bro. Is that really happening? They despise you for what you represent, a submissive coward. Ethan just called Anna submissive on the feed right now. What is happening? They despise you for what you represent, a submissive coward. Cenk famously denied the Armenian genocide for a time, and yet you smiled and kissed the ring. But about me, I don't support Israel, and I don't work at a place called the Young Zionist. Israel has nothing to do with the Armenian genocide. Why do you care that if they've acknowledged it? If gestures like this mattered to you, then you should absolutely understand the grotesque usage of the Young Turks is disrespectful to the Armenians, the Assyrians, and I don't know what the fuck. Rod Stewart is not a political pundit. So then she comes back and claps back and says, nah, some of my favorite people are Jewish. All right, is that about this? That is all right. Yeah, that was yesterday. So I don't know. Literally, no one gives a fuck if you criticize Israel. The moral high grandstanding you did when you blatantly hated Jews was pathetic, Anna. The Jews did this, the Jews did that, but it's never the Muslims did this and the Muslims did that. Nah, some of my favorite people are Jewish. That's like an Anissa Joe Mahadi in response. They're also able to see what's happening for what it really is, instead of defending the genocidal political ideology. So it's like I've got the approved Jews. The approved Jews agree with all my talking points, so we like those ones. Don't conflate the two. They know it's done on purpose. How can I be racist? I have lots of black friends. Literally you being racist while doing the bigot trope, yeah.
You mentioned on election night, people...
Oh my god, I thought it was a donation sound, because I saw that popping up. Thank you!
Keffels appreciated the shout out.
The Young Turks were a fascist group that genocide the Armenians. It's not like naming it the Hitler Youth. It's like naming your group the Nazis.
Oh, thank you, King Turd. So would you say that my example of the Dr. Disrespect home for missing and exploited youth or something? Obviously, we're not talking about any specific situation in particular, obviously. Team YouTube or any legal entity that is watching. Purely satire, okay? Just to be clear. No, it's worse. All right.
You mentioned on election night, people were saying you almost looked happy, but it was more so for California results. You did not vote for Donald Trump.
We're going to be hosting the Stephen Bunnell Foundation for verbally, consensually distributing naked pictures of your friends. That's what we're going to be calling it, guys. Yeah.
Did not vote for Kamala Harris, correct? Correct. So why didn't you vote for Harris?
Well, I think that Kamala Harris, I have a lot of issues with Kamala Harris. My main issue was that she really failed to be authentic and
Nicholas the Goat,
share
thank
a
you
vision
for the $5, my man.
Oh. Sup, Nick? I'm listening to this as I ride my rented bike on my vacation. Based.
The future of this country.
Yeah, I don't know. So it's more of the Kamala Harris stuff. The Kamala Harris stuff kind of pisses me off, too, personally.
I don't respect you. So,
basically, Anna is not terminally online and very far left still. Ethan is doing what Hasan did to him. Is that what's happening here? I mean, I don't know, dude. I guess what is the thing that prompted all this? That's the part that I'm not seeing here, right? Like, I don't necessarily see how this is like horrible.
You mentioned on election night, people were saying you almost looked happy, but it was more so for California results. You did not vote for Donald Trump.
Kamala literally means horrible in Finnish. Dude, these names are not working out.
You did not vote for Kamala Harris, correct?
The only time I see Anna is when she's getting dogpiled by the left, right? Like, that's the only time I see it on my Twitter feed when like Anna Kasparian needs to be held accountable for something. And it's like, I don't know what it is.
Correct.
So why didn't you vote for Harris?
Well, I think that Kamala Harris, I have a lot of issues with Kamala Harris.
I think all of these people are retarded. I absolutely, based off of this clip right here, I absolutely hate Anna Kasparian.
You claim to care about rape, and you're hyping up a dude who has a segment on a show called Ultimate Rape
Dude,
Review.
so many people fight me on this. All right,
I'd like to
not
announce
really.
that
Most
I will
people
be
kind of agree
working
now.
closely with Nick to open the EDP home for disaffected youth.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know, dude. The fucking the leftists not voting for Kamala and then crying about the election result is really funny. I don't think any of these one individuals had like the ability to sway the election, but fuck me, dude. It's so funny to watch the people who lost an election explain how the new up and coming people there need to earn their vote.
DeOrio's latest video.
Anna has gone full on anti-Semitic conspiracy theories, Zionist-occupied government, Jews dancing after 9/11. We invaded Iraq.
Oh, so
because
this
we're
is like, I
slaves
get
to
it. This is like
Israel.
a horseshoe theory thing. This is like a horseshoe theory thing. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I keep arguing this. Most people kind of agree with me now. Initially, I got like a ton of pushback where people are like, no, this is the right way to go about it. But I always remember how many, like, at least the people who were talking about it, right? The Twitch poll space. We covered a lot of Twitch poll stuff. I watched a lot of Twitch poll content for like years. In 2021, I got really engrossed in that community. And it would be like every single night, there'd be a panel of a bunch of fucking nobodies all gathering around to talk about trans issues. They called it a trans genocide. They said they were coming for your fucking... They were coming for your rights. They were killing these people through legislation. Their lives, as they knew it, would ultimately change with a Republican group that goes into that gets into office. Right? They talked about the trans genocide coming for their friends, some of their friends, and then we found out about like all the Roe v. Wade stuff started happening, and they talked about how this needs to get Roe v. Wade needs to be protected, even though that it wasn't protected before this, and it wasn't protected under like Democratic leadership. But it needs to be protected because we need to save women, and that women are dying in these places where Republicans have like outlawed abortion and stuff like that, and that women's safety was in jeopardy. And then here comes the election, and it's like, wait a minute, did Kamala Harris just acknowledge that rapes might have happened on October 7th when a bunch of terrorists, like, fucking just, like, attacked a group of, like, civilians? Oh, no, we can't vote for them. Oh, they haven't earned our vote. They're not... The Democratic Party might as well be right-wingers, guys. Why don't we just let Trump win instead? I'm going to vote green this time, meaning that, like, the Republicans are just going to win the election. Now, again, I don't think Anna Kasparian or Hasan Piker or Denims or any individual person is to blame, but I think the overwhelming egotistical bullshit that has come out of this space is extremely funny in the wake of their own defeat. It's like you threw the trans people into the fire, literally. You threw fucking... just women just immediately torched them as well. Over what? A fucking Middle Eastern conflict of Israel versus Palestine? That's really the core issue in America right now, that we're gonna hinge our... Oh, I can't vote for them, sorry. Really? It's just so insane. I had to listen to 50 fucking trans panels, okay? 50 fucking panels where they're arguing about trans rights in America, and the minute they started talking about the Jews, fuck those people, dude. Fuck them. Fuck all of our friends. Fuck all the Discord servers full of people. Fuck Demon Mama. Dude, fuck them. It's just the funniest shit I ever heard. And then people argue about it. They're like, I can't imagine. It's sour grapes. And we're going to watch a lot of sour grapes because we're covering the Carl video in a little while. But it's just sour grapes, and it's really pathetic.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio's latest video.
TYT are lefty but not Hasan or Destiny lefty, and they get jumped by Hasan orbiters. Anna does not like the term birthing
But what does that
person,
even mean?
So they are more reasonable. Battlefield guy out.
Wait, they're lefty but not
What's the
Hasan
name
or
of the
Destiny?
guy, Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo.
Dude, Destiny's a
Mr.
liberal.
Oreo.
Hasan is like a leftist, like socialist. Those are like so different. They're like completely different, bro. How many fucking... how many... It's like 50 shades of blue. I don't know. I know that Nick is talking with his hands right now. I absolutely am. It's just so insane to me. It's absolutely nuts. Apparently they are. Destiny is not a... Destiny is absolutely a liberal. Absolutely a liberal. The only reason why you'd classify Destiny as anything other than a liberal is if you don't want to align yourself with him. But, yeah. Why are conservatives obsessed with iDubbbz? And then we have, oh, there's more. I don't really care. We covered the Anna Kasparian stuff. I don't think there's really much else to look at here. To the radical left, those are the same thing. No, dude. You're conflating the made-up political chart. Okay? To the far left, Destiny is a conservative. And we are neo-Nazis. Okay? That's like... that's what... Okay, so... that's what that is, right? And then... like, anybody who's to the right of Destiny is essentially Nick Fuentes. You're watching the wrong Nick show, you know? And also, they probably think that, like, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are probably also right wing. That's probably what they think. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the far left. We're talking about the fringe Discordian left that doesn't exist off of niche college campuses and inside of the servers. That's what I'm talking about when I say far left. All right, I'm not trying to like fearmonger people I don't like and put them in a box. I'm talking about legitimate psychopaths on fucking Discord. You know, the people who are most vocal online because they don't have any public actual positions on anything or friends to talk about them with. So I just want to take a look at this briefly before we hop off this segment and get to our meat, eggs, and potatoes, our 2-hour plus response to the Billy Mitchell saga. Why are conservatives obsessed with iDubbbz? Let me grab a epic Me Marino song that we can take a listen to here. A little gather. If you look at his newest video about xenophobia, all of the top comments.
What's the name of the guy?
Thank you.
Star Orbiter. Nick Oreo. Mr. Oreo.
I appreciate the dono. Thank you so much.
They call the Republicans and Democrats the Uni Party.
I hate that. Dude, I think that like, and again, I think that my disgust isn't for politics. It's for the concept of online politics.
I recommend watching Nicholas
Online
DeOrio's
politics are
latest
some of the
video.
most cancerous fucking
I am a conservative
discussions.
obsessed with the iDubbbz drama because he is a moron and it is entertaining to watch karma in action as his career implodes.
Yeah.
Next question.
True. Here. If you look at his newest video about xenophobia, all the top comments are people absolutely grilling him for doing absolutely nothing other than calling out the most blatant cult and dry racism. Oh, cut and dry racism. It's the whole comment section. It's been a while since iDubbbz made his leftist shift, and he's definitely garnered some more progressive fans, while keeping some of the old fans that grew and changed with him. Dude, there are no TOS words that I can describe how I feel about people who view iDubbbz as quote-unquote growing up. I think that is one of the most insane digital copes I have ever seen. Ever. Like, under any circumstance. That, like, all of what happened to him was growing up and doing it big, dude. He's doing it better! He's like iDubbbz, but now he's all grown up, dude. It makes you want to scream and shout, dude. It actually sends me into like a deep, bloodthirsty rage when I read comments like that. Why is it that just this year conservatives make up his whole comment section? Is it because of a certain content cop? Are those geniuses that are aligned with the political rhetoric of a certain podcaster? And shouldn't that seem like a red flag to that podcaster? Okay, Hold on. Let's see, chat. Am I gonna get owned again? Last time we did this, it wasn't a snarker. Who is this person? Fuck, dude, we're getting owned again. It's just it's a YouTube drama account. Oh, fuck, dude, we got owned twice now. I'm shocked that it's not a snarker. And also, like, is this Sam? Oh, so this is a reference to Sam Hyde, and this is a reference to Ethan. I thought this was the reference to Ethan that we're calling him right wing now, because how iDubbbz was before is how they are now, and him changing is perceived as a slight against them. It's like, guys, there's got to be some these people need to figure out why this guy is hated. I don't know how many videos or how many stream segments or how many discussions it takes. I feel like they don't want to believe that there's like a reason to hate this guy. Like, it is some of the most stubborn people on planet Earth. Honestly, I think iDubbbz's shift is a good thing, and I like what he says in his videos. But I do think his energy died, which is why I stopped watching him. He's older. You get less angry in your 30s. Dude, I'm sorry. Do all these people, like, fuck their cousins in San Francisco? Like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't understand. Do these guys just sit around all day and do fucking, like... These are just like incestuous San Francisco fucking Seattle people, dude. I can't. I don't know. Like, these people are so fucking self-absorbed they clone themselves and get married to their own clone. It's insane. It's actually completely unhinged. Yeah, you already know I stated the reason in the post. iDubbbz being on the left isn't new at all. It's been for years at this point. But this year was the time he got targeted by a loser. Dude, he chose to make this video. He chose to launch Creator Clash 3.
I recommend watching Nicholas DeOrio.
This reminds me of fucking Brad being like, my wife is too darn smart. No, sorry, my ex-girlfriend is too smart. I feel inferior. He stopped saying slurs and now they... Dude, I'm actually losing it. I'm actually losing it. I legitimately... There are no TOS words I could use to describe how I feel about this comment. If I say anything, I'm in big trouble. I'm in huge trouble. I never liked that he used slurs. The last content cop was when I dipped out. I mean, I liked his documentaries, but had some problems with the Sam one. His content is really bad now. Not trying to mention the last video wasn't even researched and felt like a posturing stance than anything. And then, dude, I can't... Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. And I can't believe they downvoted this. It's like the only reasonable, like, not schizophrenic, hardcore, I don't know. They view him as a traitor because they love the offensive comedy that he used to do. Great. I agree the obsession they have with him is intense, but he set the system up himself. I don't know, dude. Has anybody done it? I think I saw Beazle said this. Let's end this segment off. iDubbbz said one time that he didn't have any black friends. Can we do a black friend check? iDubbbz, I challenge you, man to man, to reveal your current list of black friends. All right, now, why about probably 6 of you are in the stream? I just wanted to briefly talk about this WillyMacShow drama, because obviously I have to, because it's what's been requested upon me by everyone. I made it pretty clear that I didn't really want to do the interpersonal drama shit a couple of weeks ago, and up until this point, I've probably done as much of that as I possibly could. But inevitably, I think that people really want answers to every individual stupid question. So I'll just say, I told WillyMacShow that he should just drop this and he should stop. He should just leave. He should just stop fighting with these people. And in retaliation, a video came out talking all about these people. So at that point, there's really not much I can say or do. I gave him my opinion. He did the opposite. So now I think that him and Augie are going to fight a lot. And I'm rooting for you to get as much content as you want out of it. Ultimately, though, I think it's just kind of going to end up being a slap fight now. I think Willy's brought up stuff about, like, Augie leaving over comments made about fucking, I guess, Augie's mom. And obviously, Willy is just coming back from getting doxxed at his wedding and his wife getting put everywhere. And at this point, my understanding of how this is going to move forward from here is I think that everyone's just going to be awful. I think that I think we're entering like the technical stage of the feud where at this point there's probably not going to be any good ground covered here. I think these guys just got to slug it out for a couple of weeks and get tired, and then maybe they can reach some kind of common ground. Maybe they won't. But it doesn't really seem like anybody is moving into this discussion looking to have a beautiful, productive dialogue. It just seems like from here, everybody's going to start sideswiping each other. Listen, I've had to put multiple friends down over the years. You guys gather around every summer to watch Nicholas DeOrio come through and assassinate another friend so you can tell me all for the next 6 months about what a huge piece of shit backstabber I am, up until the point where the next friend says 2 words out of line and all of a sudden it's banging down the door to go make me talk about it again. I think the commentary community can probably handle this one on their own. I reached out to Augie yesterday because I retweeted the video seeing like bad empanada when I was at like a wedding, and I wanted Augie to know that like I'm not like it wasn't like I didn't even watch it. I just saw bad empanada. Yeah, so that's cool. I wish you both luck in your forever war. So chat thinks I'm pro Hasan and tells me, oh yeah, well, I mean, half this community thinks that I'm just like a Ethan Klein dick sucker or whatever. Ultimately, it's whatever it's whatever ongoing narrative is. I feel bad for you. There's one thing I did want to show, and this is probably the main thing that's kind of annoyed me in this entire situation, is just hearing the newest, most recent clip of Destiny. For some reason, really caring about this like a lot. The first time I heard Destiny say this, it was a little weird. I think I've heard him say this like 3 times now. And I'm going to show you 2 of them because that's what I could find before the stream started. But I didn't realize that me not liking Destiny anymore was such like a big problem for Destiny. Because he's had this same dialogue tree on multiple streams now. And I find it extremely bizarre.
The Augie guy hates you, I think, because of the Trump firefighter comments. No, what happened with Augie and Nicholas DeOrio was I think they were I don't know, I don't call them super fans, but I think they were really big fans of me.
Augie was literally never a fan of Destiny. Absolutely not. He fought me on it every step of the way.
And then Pixie's Rapifesto on me dropped. And so they had to pull like an Anthony Fantano with Sam Hyde, right, in order to prove how not fans of me they were.
Why is it so hard to believe that I just don't agree with Destiny? Like, why is it so dramatically difficult to come to the conclusion that I think he's kind of a bad guy for the way that he handled Pixie's private sexual material? Is that like... Is it like it has to be that like there was an overwhelming cabal force reaching into my soul, dragging me to a different position? Can I just not like you?
Ever, or how much they condemn me. They like 180'd into ultra omega anti-fans, but then they also got drafted into this weird like gistical side group, and so it like fostered and grown from there.
So I heard this clip and I'm like, wait, what stream is this from? Because I've heard this clip.
There, you can see the same names commenting and brigading. If they link a stream there, you can see the same names like shitting up chat and then spinning weird narratives. Yeah, but it's like it's annoying and weird because like people like weaker people like DeOrio will get pulled into this like sphere and shit, and then
why does this guy care so much if I dislike him or not?
All of these people become this like focus of like this vector for attacking anybody that they deem as.
Why are there more that like? Why has this come up more than once?
Being like an enemy. Ryle, Gisticle's editor, retweets Bad Empanada and posts his stuff.
Because he thinks that, like, the cabal has reached into my mind and said, you will have a position on these suspicious videos of Destiny recording in his pocket as he walks into his gay sex relationship house. Yeah, like, I felt bad for Destiny when his penis hit the internet. I stopped feeling bad for Destiny when it seemed to be readily apparent that he was responsible for other people's things being spread on the internet. At least inadvertently, due to the fact that he shared that information prior to being hacked, right? Like, ultimately, if this hacker never sent this shit out, it obviously wouldn't have ever hit Kiwi Farms. But this hacker could hack his shit any day of the week, and if he doesn't distribute it without people's knowledge, then their naked pictures aren't all over the internet. I feel like that's like a pretty fucking reasonable position to have, to like not like this guy. So I don't know what this cabal reaching into my mind kind of architecture of an argument is, but he just keeps making it.
Literally days. They always hated you? I don't think so. Well, Nicholas DeOrio definitely didn't. I'm pretty sure I've been like in off-stream chats with him before, unless he secretly hated me and never said it. I think I've spoke to Destiny offline in a verbal conversation once. Probably when I was filming my Hasan video in 2021. We had like some DMs back and forth, but I wouldn't describe this guy as like a friend. I don't know about Augie. I'm going to be honest. Augie and Nicholas like occupy the same spot in my mind, in that I think I'm probably conflating the two a bit. It's like, yeah, I agree with him politically on a lot of different things. I think he's pretty funny. I see him in arguments and stuff like that I find fairly entertaining, and I've watched tons of the Vosh content and the Hasan content over the years. There are many arguments that still are maintained against Vosh and against Hasan Piker that come from Destiny, but I think it's pretty shitty about how he like distributed his friends' naked pictures and I guess records people walking into houses, even if that's totally above board. I think that's like kind of fucking crazy, and that's my off point. Yeah, that's people like, you defended him for. It's like, yeah, that's literally the off point. That's not even to mention the stuff with like Melina is alleging, right? Like I think it's like reasonable to not like you, so I guess that's kind of my stance on that. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really looking to mend a bridge there. Nick, you record Discord calls? Fuck yeah, dude. If you're an influencer who's not recording these Discord calls, you're probably a moron. He's trying to make an excuse as to why none of his older friends are turning around after the lawsuit. Well, the thing is, I expected Destiny to win his lawsuit in the coverage that I did about this situation, like when I did it, right? Like we were constantly talking about how Destiny's position on this, the things that he literally said are the reasons that I don't like him. I've never, I guess, used like hyperbole. I've always been very descriptive as to why I don't like him. I don't think like a court of law dictates morality, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. So that's kind of that. Yeah. The thing is with like the legality arguments, if I sit here and I case everything in law, then I'm like no better than not so erudite.
Because Not So Erudite's entire moral compass is based off what is and what isn't illegal, because that's her move that she'll make to leave, right? I want people to realize if this is bad, whether it leads to a conviction or not. This is a behavior that is unacceptable, whether or not a court finds this person to be guilty of any one specific crime. The action in and of itself is bad enough, and it should be condemned. I hope that kind of sells the position well. Again, even if he doesn't go to jail, even if he doesn't go on the sex offender registry, even if he doesn't even get charged, I don't care. It doesn't affect me. I'm making a moral judgment based off of what's here. If all that other stuff happens, whatever, okay. But I don't understand why people are using their morality and they're subbing in legality to make the argument for them, because they're too much of a coward to just admit that what happened was bad enough and they shouldn't be defending it. It's pathetic.